Hey, 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 good evening, ladies. Hope everyone is doing well as we can do, at a time like this. It feels like a long time since I've been on here. Of course, that's because last week we had a guest speaker on, and we had to record it the day before and then put it live on that day. So it feels like I've not been here for a while, and that's strange. I missed talking to you and the connection. So say hi when you come in. I know Facebook apparently has been playing up for a few weeks now. Lots of people sort of going live and not being able to see who's watching, not being able to see comments, which is not great. But say hi when you come on. Let me just check that I am on here and it's working. Just a moment. Okay, so I'm live. I've been hunched basically. Okay, we have sound. Good. We have sound. So I did do a sound check before coming in. So yeah, hope everyone's doing well. How is the isolation treating you? You know, I would really love to hear what's been going on. It's going to be quite casual today, and even a short one because I haven't prepared much, because I wanted it to be a bit more interactive today. If there are questions hold on, my flowers anyway, questions after chatting, I'll be happy to read them on here and interact with you in that way. If you're new here, by the way, welcome. This is Trust and Money TV. My name is Trust. I'm a budget coach to women looking to create wealth, and I teach them that through budgeting. And actually, it's kind of a special day today because I actually opened the doors to my program just today. So the doors open today, a really exciting time to finally put together a vision that I've had for so long, and putting a lot of hard work and research to getting that ready, and it's come together. So really, really exciting. So if you catch this on YouTube, because I do put it on there as well, say hi as well, that's fine, and subscribe to the channel when you're on there. And if you're here, follow me, follow the page, and like it so that you know when I come on live again. Okay, so I don't see anyone on yet, but like I said, I know that Facebook's been doing all sorts of things, and so I'll go ahead and jump in anyway. If you like what I say, or if you think of someone that you think this would be helpful for, do share this with them. It costs absolutely nothing, and I'm sure they'll be grateful for it. Let me look in the camera. Okay, so I was thinking over the weekend how I was feeling, and how potentially some of you might be feeling as well. And that drove what I said I'll share with you. And really sure I haven't got my notes today because it's pretty much freestyle. And like I said, I want to hear from you. I want to take your questions as well, and just chat through as if we're having a chat, because let's face it, that's the only interactions we're having these days. Now we're not going out, it's all online, so I'll be happy to try and have a conversation. So it's resetting when things are not going to plan, when things haven't gone well. Now, of course, you know that I'll come at it from a financial angle, but it pretty much applies with anything. What do you do when things are not going to plan? First of all, I'll say, if you have a plan or a goal you have in mind that is making you beat yourself up, seriously, that is the time to go back to the drawing board, because it doesn't make sense to have a plan for yourself that's good with making you beat yourself up. So that's the first thing. Straight away, step away, step back, get back to the drawing board, which leads on to the first thing, the key thing. Try to take yourself out of the equation. Now, I know that's easier said than done, but come at it from an observer point of view, as if you were looking in. Take the emotion out of it. Take the beating yourself up, telling yourself off sort of thing, and look at it from a third party point of view. And it's always going to be one of two things. Either you didn't have the right or enough information, or there's a skill you're missing. So it's down to resources of either information or skill. That's what it's going to come down to. And if you can take yourself out of the equation from an emotional point of view and look at it from that place and, right, what information was I missing, or what information did I have wrong? So for example, I was looking at payments going out for a credit card I have that, I have a direct debit to clear that off every month, so that's fine. But I was curious about the total number. What I had to do was approach it like I would any sort of client statement. Actually go back and print out statements from the last few months and literally just run through each one, looking at the hard numbers to see, where potentially I was missing something that, was raising questions, but looking at it from that non-emotional point of view. And what that did was gave me clarity on the numbers. I could see that, no, actually, it all did make sense. It wasn't anything that was going wrong. I just needed to get that information. So it would be potentially a matter of information, something you don't know, something that you don't already know. I mean, think about, for example, what's happening right now. There are people that are heavily affected, their whole lives are sort of turned upside down. And then you have people that it doesn't even bother them. It makes no impact to them whatsoever. In fact, there are people that are thriving, sort of in their businesses point of view. Now, there is information or territories that they're in that you may not have, but now is the time to look at what information gap there might be. What is it that you don't know that you can know now that can change the trajectory of things? The next thing I said was it would be a matter of skill. So not just what you know in here, but what is it that you know how to do or don't know how to do. It's going to be one of those. Again, now is the perfect time to learn a new skill. Making money is a skill. It's something that you can learn. Anything can be learned these days. There are people teaching all sorts of things. So taking yourself, again, I keep saying it, from a non-emotional point of view, but looking at it as just something to feel, a skill to learn, like you would learn to ride a bike or you'd learn to drive. Or don't tell me about learning to drive. That hasn't worked for me yet. One day might. I have tried. I'll get there. Anyway, so just like learning any skill, it's something that can be learned, and it's not something to beat yourself over the fact that you don't know how to do it yet. Approach it as anything, like you would do for a friend. If a friend needed to know how to do something, so treat yourself like you would a friend that you cared about. You wouldn't beat them up, you would try and support them, help them identify where the gap is and feel that, and just handle it from a non-emotional point of view. So like I said, it was going to be quite short today. I was just thinking, what some of you might be feeling, what might be happening for you internally with everything that's happening. It's easy to start thinking about all the things that we could have or should have done, should have prepared for, things we could have, should have done differently. It's easy to go down that route, but it's not a time for that. It's not the time to be beating ourselves up. It's the time to step back. What information was I missing? What skill do I not have? How can I do that? And get into action and feel that. And because it is possible, anything can be learned. Take action, do it, and you'll find that gap will be filled. And if it's making you beat yourself up, I don't know whether you want that on your goal board anyway, because what you want is things that inspire you. Yes, you want something that's going to push you, but you don't want a goal that you have to then be a source of beating yourself up. I mean, there's enough of that happening out there. You don't need to be doing that to yourself as well. Okay, so that was what I wanted to cover. Like I said at the start, this is going to be, I'm open to answer any questions or hear how you've been feeling over the last few days, chat about it, get my little dose of social interaction while I'm here with you guys, since it was a guest speaker last week, so I didn't get to do this. I can see there's a few of you on now, so that's great. Or you can comment it after I've left as well. Of course, I'll take a look at your comments. You know, how's it going? Anything, you know, that you have planned, even though you're home, that you're looking forward to. You know, it's anything good that's happening, because it's going to be in there. Like I said, share it if you think there's anyone that will benefit from this. I'm just having a look, see if I can see any comments, because I know Facebook is playing up. Just check on the big screen. Okay, I don't see anything yet. Okay, well, I hope I'm still live. It's saying there's a problem playing the audio. Hope you can still hear me. But anyway, I'll leave it there. I don't see anything. So take care of yourselves, and I will speak to you next week. Lots of love.